Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today I'm back here for another episode of my Fix Me Thomas TV renovation series where I go ahead and renovate your lots on the Sims 4 gallery, and this one today comes from xamanda97 and they go ahead and submit this family home, and this is actually, I think this is the same person that submitted a lot last week or the week before, I can't exactly remember. I know that this series has been a little sparse over the last couple of weeks just because I've had a lot of collabs and other things going on, which meant I had to put this on the back burner for a few weeks, but we're back now, and you know, it may be a week or two where I miss it, but you know what, the series is still there after all. So this home is on a 30 by 20 lot, but it actually has, I can't exactly remember how many, but I think it has like 5 or 6 bedrooms, which I was so surprised that I could have fit that many in, because I wouldn't have expected that for a 30 by 20 lot. But I built this a few days ago, was it? It was the 19th of September that I actually, you know, done this on. And I'm doing this voiceover on the 25th, and this should be going up on the 29th. I know I'm doing this voiceover a little bit in advance, it's just because I've got a little bit of time to get this voiceover done, so I thought I'd go ahead and do it now. Plus, nearly everybody's out of the house, so it means I'm a little bit more relaxed when I'm doing this voiceover and feel like, you know, nobody's listening into it, so it kind of just allows us to do the voiceover a bit better, in my opinion. So, the last couple of days have been pretty interesting, actually. Well, not interesting, well, one part of it is, the other bit's kind of just exciting. Well, they're both exciting at the same time. Anyway, I'm rambling. So, I'm actually now a game changer for The Sims Mobile. If you didn't know, I am an EA game changer, primarily for The Sims. I've been a game changer for about a year now, nearly. And I've just, the last couple of days, joined the Sims Mobile game changer program. So, that's really exciting. So, basically what that means is that you're going to see a little bit more Sims Mobile content on the channel. Now, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, which is totally fine. It's not going to be like, you know, every week sort of thing. It's more just going to be when there's a new update coming out, or you know, something new to the game. I might do a video covering it. And also, since I'm a builder, it also gives me a chance to give the Sims Mobile team some more feedback regarding build mode in the game, and you also may see some more kind of, you know, builds regarding the Sims Mobile too. So that's just something else you may see on the channel every now and again, but it's really exciting nevertheless. And yeah, so the other thing as well is that today I actually finished my next machinimas. So you may have seen I've been getting back into machinimas recently. I did actually do a 2-part series called The Untold Truth of the Pancakes, which I did a few weeks ago, and you know, they do take quite a long time to make, so that the Untold Truth of the Pancakes one, for the first episode it took me about 2 weeks to film and 8 hours of editing, which is pretty crazy, because I can't sit there all in one go and do it, it's just way too much. That's why it took me 2 weeks to film it, and this one took about the same amount of time to kind of, you know, film, but the editing time is much shorter because I actually filmed it in a little bit of a different way. You probably won't notice it, but it's just the editing style for me. I did a little bit differently, and it ended up, it was just kind of an experiment for myself in terms of editing, but you know, I'm still really happy with it, and I don't know when it's going to go up because, like I said, I've got a lot of collabs going on the channel at the minute. Most of them are past, but I've got a few more coming up as I'm doing this voiceover, at least. I don't know when this is, you know, going up. Well, I do know when it's going up, but it might change because of the collabs, and because of that, you know, everything's kind of just all over the place at the minute, so I'm not exactly too sure when I'm going to get it up, but it is all completely finished and I'm so happy with it. I will probably post like a little teaser thing the day before on Twitter so you'll be able to see and kind of have a, you know, a little bit more information about it, but you know, I'm really excited for you to see it, and yeah, so back to the build. I haven't really talked about it that much, so we're currently just working on the backyard area, and like I said, this build has like 6 or 7 bedrooms and it also has a huge pool as well, so I was really kind of surprised that I managed to fit so much stuff in it, so that's what we did today. And we're just working on the interior now. As you can see, all of the kind of, you know, wall coverings and flooring and stuff are done. I do that pretty much all the time when it comes to speed builds and videos in general. In build mode, I'll kind of just do all that off screen because it is fairly repetitive and you get to see it anyway once we're working that particular room. So I feel like sometimes if it's going to be a longer video, I might as well just kind of cut that bit out. And also, what I've been doing recently as well, which I know it's kind of like a mixed opinion about it, but with the renovation series, you know how like the original house is all run down and everything, and it's got all that rundown clutter and all that sort of stuff. To save time in the video a little bit, I have been doing that off screen, like, you know, deleting all of the clutter and everything, because, you know, you're going to see it anyway, where I kind of just go through and take out the clutter and just delete it, because, you know, it's kind of, I feel bad sometimes, and I know people who do renovations as well say the same thing, but, you know, people might submit really nice kind of lots and everything that has all this rundown clutter and detailing and everywhere, but you've just got to delete it all. And it feels horrible to do it, but, you know, it's got to be done for the renovation. But anyway, my point is that part I do off screen, not all the time. I might do a little bit off screen, sometimes I do all of it like I did in today's video. Just depends really on how long things are getting. But yeah, so we just worked on the kitchen there, and we've just been, you know, doing a little dining area. There wasn't really a room that I could do the dining room. I suppose I could have maybe made a dining room and taken out one of the bedrooms, but it was kind of a good space here to put it next to the front door, which is a little bit odd, but it's not exactly right next to the front door. It's in the main kitchen area, and that was just one of the bathrooms that I've just done. I think that was the only bathroom you get to see in the speed build footage, because normally what I do is either A, I take out all the footage for the bathrooms because they're literally exactly the same, or B, I'll just kind of show you one of the bathrooms out of the how many there is in the house. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, probably. I say probably because I edited this video like last week, so I can't actually remember if I did cut it out, but I do see a few jump cuts in my timeline, so maybe I'll be cutting that out, I'm not too sure. Anyway, so this is the living room area. As you can see, it is a little bit of a small area, and this is where the garage area would actually be, but as you can see, it is converted. I do this, you know, I think it was already converted as well in the original kind of rundown version, but normally for any speed build I do as well, I do just convert the garage into a normal room. In this case, it ended up being the living room, just because in The Sims 4 there isn't really anything you can use an actual garage for apart from putting other activities and stuff in there, so, and skill building items, that sort of thing, so, you know, I thought it'd be a good idea to do that. This is the office room. As you can see, it is a pretty small room, and you can see how I kind of put the two little chairs next to it. Where I kind of, it's sort of like a meeting sort of setting, I guess you could say. That's why I put those two chairs sometimes in front of the desk. So that's what we did there today. And this room right here is kind of just another sort of tiny living room, I guess you could say. It's sort of just a library room, I guess. I don't really know what you would call it. More of just like a private sort of living room. Kind of a quiet space of the home. I imagine that since it has 6 bedrooms, there's maybe, or 5 bedrooms, like I said, I can't remember. Anyway, the point of the story is that there's going to be a lot of people in this house, so it might be a good idea to have like a little room like this where Sims can just get away from all the noise for a little while. And this is the downstairs bedroom. Now, I would maybe imagine from the colour scheme I went for that this would maybe be for a teen. Now, of course, that's just the thing I had in mind when I built the room. If you have somebody else in mind you want to use this room for, then of course that's totally fine. You can change up the colour swatches, anything you want. It's just something that I do a lot. It sometimes helps to kind of make up a little story in your head of what this sim might be for the room. I've actually don't do that often. Sometimes when it comes to, well, pretty much all my builds, I do kind of just do neutral rooms, so when you download it you can kind of just apply your family to it by changing up colour swatches for their rooms and stuff like that if you want to. But for this room this build I thought it'd be nice to kind of maybe make it, you know, a little bit more personalised a little bit, but of course you can change it up if you need to. So we're now working on the upstairs. As you can see, I didn't really change that much of the structure of the home. I just hit my pop filter, I don't know if you heard that. I do normally when it comes to these renovations is keep things as kind of original as it is on the exterior, but when it comes to the interior I do sometimes change it up like I did here. I did just change slightly the rooms and the sizes of them just a little bit, and yeah, so this room right here is one more of those neutral ones. It could be for a boy or a girl, could be a guest room, it's really up to you actually. And yeah, so, I already mentioned, but if you don't really know what my Fix Me Thomas TV renovation series is, it's basically where you kind of build a rundown home, lot, whatever you want, and just go ahead and submit it on the gallery with the hashtag Fix Me Thomas TV, and every week I go ahead and, you know, choose one and renovate it on video. I don't know if I mentioned, but I do try to do this every single Saturday, but like I said, with things going on the channel at the minute, it has been a little bit all over the place, but, you know, Saturdays is normally the day I dedicate to it, so, you know, you might be a chance you go ahead and get yours chosen. I do try to work through all of them. I do have a lot of submissions, so I am just kind of going through and picking which ones I'm in the mood to do. but my aim is to eventually get through all of them. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but you know, I'll try my best. But we're pretty much at the end of the build here. I think this is one, yeah, but this is the last room working on here. Of course, it's purple. I do like to put a purple room in most of my builds because with seasons we did get a lot of nice purple coloured swatch items, I guess, and the darker colours kind of work with it well. So that's what we're doing for this last room. I really hope you enjoyed. In the comment section down below, let me know about what you thought of it. If you have any more suggestions for builds you want to see next or videos on the channel, that'd be really interesting and useful to hear. Leave a like, share and subscribe if you haven't, and this is also on the gallery if you want to go ahead and download the renovated version. My origin ID is Real Thomas TV1, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!